Let us start in a few seconds. Okay, let us start. I think Kiran Garu is already here, so we can start. People will start joining. I can see they started joining. Okay, friends, thank you for joining us again today. So we been listening to various masters. I'm sure with the way that you are asking the questions and you are getting your doubts cleared with the speakers. I can see all the sessions are very well received and they are useful to implement in your life. And today we have another wonderful master, which I personally attended his workshop in India in Quantum Life University. Just with his presence itself, you can feel that gracefulness and some kind of peace is there around his aura. So he's amazing person, a wonderful teacher, Kiran Anumalasetty. Thank you, Kiran Garu, Kiran sir, for accepting our invitation very quickly. And even though it is very late night for you there, 2:30 a.m. in India. So let me give quick introduction about Kiran Anumalasetty. So Kiran Anumalasetty, he discovered his purpose and meaning of his life through the guidance of his wonderful teachers, which we have already kind of spoke about them. World-renowned PLR therapist. They are pioneers in the past life regression area, Dr. Newton Kondaviti and Dr. Lakshmi Newton. They are the founders of Quantum Life University in India. So Kiran Anumalasetty, he teaches several self-empowering workshops and seminars, not just in India, but also across the globe. He shares his wisdom from his personal experience and deeply touches the heart and soul of the participants with his compassion, love, and wisdom during the seminars and workshops. As I mentioned, I personally experienced this when I was there in Quantum Life University in India. I attended his seminars there, and also we have done a couple of sessions, workshops with this master on this UK platform in the past. He presented his work in several international forums like International Conference for Past Life Regression Convention, International Dream Conference, and World Conference for Past Life Regression Therapy. So it is very fortunate to have him again on this important topic on our platform. And we are, so fortunate to listen to him. Please do utilize this session. And without any delay, I welcome Kiran Anumalasetty Garu. Thank you. Thank you for coming. And now platform is yours.
Thank you, Ravi Kiran Garu. Thank you for inviting me for this wonderful platform. It's always such a pleasure to meet this team because you are doing amazing work with utmost sincerity and dedication to learn. And through sadhana and satsang, you are creating such a beautiful platform to continue this learning, which is very essential. And thanks for all the participants here. And I listened to one of the seminars here on death sessions, one of the sessions I attended, and it is such a beautiful topic. And you are exploring over a period of 40 days through 40 different masters, and it is an amazing wisdom that is being passed on here. Thank you once again for inviting me. Today, I'm going to discuss about this wisdom on death through a topic called Aham Sphurana, which means the radiance of our true self. So when we know who we are, then all the doubts about death are shattered. They simply dissolve because in front of that wisdom about who we are, death becomes just one small aspect of our existence. Because we continue. In reality, both birth and death, they come and they go. So there are different perspectives on death. For example, Buddha said there is no birth and no death. He discovered it after 6 years of sincere sadhana. He discovered there is no birth and there is no death. It is simply a continuation. And our scriptures in India, ancient scriptures, they say that we are divine souls. We incarnate, several incarnations we take in the process of soul evolution. And each birth is an opportunity for learning new lessons, soul lessons. And through these incarnation cycles, we evolve as a soul. And ultimately, we again reach the same place where we arrived from. So these are two different perspectives about death. And both are true. And the most important part is when we not only intellectually understand death, but when we experience our true nature, who we are. And that experience will release us from the suffering, because there is both pleasure and pain, suffering and happiness, good and bad, right and wrong, light and dark, because this is a plane of duality, the physical plane. Both the polarities exist. And through these polarities, we experience life on the physical dimension. But who we are is much more beyond the dualities, because the dualities are here to make the physical life possible so that we can exist in this body and have experiences and learn the lessons of life. Yet, we are not these dual experiences. We are not the polarities. We are not our senses. We are not our sense organs. We have 5 sense organs: hearing, smelling, tasting, touching, seeing. So these sense organs are there to experience the physical world, but we are not these sensory perceptions. And we are also not the karmendriyas. We are not the organs of actions. We have 5 karmendriyas through arms, legs, through mouth. We perform actions through excretory organs, through reproductory organs. All these 5 organs we use to exchange with the outer world. We give and receive at the physical level. But we are not the karmendriyas. And we are not also the 5 pranas. In our pranic body, etheric body, we have 5 different kinds of energies that are flowing and making this life possible. But we are also not that. And then there is the organ of mind. The mind is a collection of thoughts. There are so many thoughts, hundreds of thoughts, millions of thoughts. They just come and go. And we are not conscious of all of them. Only 5% of our mind we are aware of. And the rest 95% is subconscious. We are not even aware of it. And this mind is a collection of thoughts, and we are also not this mind. We attach ourselves to our identity that is created by the mind, because we perform several actions. We play several roles in this life as a parent, as a child, as an employee, as a seeker. There are so many different roles we play. And these roles create certain identity of who we are. And these identities are not who we are. In the path of meditation, we realize that I am not this, I am not that, I am. And we let go of those identities because those are false identities. They create enmeshment, and that creates suffering. And as long as we are enmeshed in the identities, there is suffering. And when we let go of these identities, we can play those roles even more beautifully, with utmost joy and with utmost awareness, the utmost compassion and wisdom. We play the same roles when we let go of our attachment to that identity. So spirituality doesn't mean that letting go of the roles, letting go of the responsibilities, and seeking seeking the truth somewhere outside of us. Rather, spirituality means that being in the roles, being in the responsibilities, being in the samsara, at not being attached to the identities. So this is the most difficult part of the practice. And when we drop what we are not, then naturally who we are shines. we will have glimpses of our eternal nature, of who we are truly. This pure consciousness, which is already there, which is always there, which is beyond time, beyond space, which is the very source of life, which is all the time creating this experience of life for you. This consciousness is who we are. And there is this beautiful practice called self-inquiry, which is given to this world by our ancient scriptures and which is revived by Bhagavan Sri Ramana Maharshi and many other sages. This is a very direct practice. When we ask who we are, this question, this question is so powerful that it dissolves everything that we are not. And there is one root thought, the I am thought. When we are going through an experience, let's say I am looking at an object. It is an experience. And when we ask this question, who is looking at this object? Then the natural answer that comes to us is, I am looking at this object. Then when we drop the object, what remains is I am. And when we bring all our attention to this thought, I am, then this thought is so powerful that it dissolves all other thoughts. Because our mind is a collection of all the thoughts. And out of all the thoughts, the I am thought is the root thought. All other thoughts are like branches of the tree. And when we hold on to the root thought, it dissolves all other secondary thoughts. And if we can stay with this I am thought, then eventually the I am thought also dissolves. It dissolves in our true self, the radiant self. And then what remains is the pure self, our pure essence, which is beyond words. No words can possibly explain it. And any attempt to explain it is also coming from the limited mind. But yet it is very real. It is very true. There is a beautiful analogy which explains how we create the world. In olden days, we used to have the film, which when kept in front of a projector, it creates an image on the screen, so the movie screen. So when we keep rotating this film, then there is a motion picture captured on the screen. So our consciousness is like the projector, which is projecting the light. That is our true self. And when there is no film, there is only light and the screen is blank. The screen is empty. There is no movie. And when the film is there, then there is an image. And when this film keeps moving, then there is a motion picture. Similarly, when there is a thought, then there is the projection of this thought onto the screen. And that is our world. So our world is a projection of our mind, of all the collection of our thoughts. So when there is no mind, then there is no world. If we remove the film, then there is no movie. And if we remove the mind, then there is no world. This is what the Buddha also said. When there is mind, there is world. When there is no mind, there is no world. And when there is no world, there is no suffering. And this awareness of this pure consciousness, it is always there. Whether the film is there or not, the light is always there. So in any spiritual practice, this is the core of the practice. Stopping the mind, emptying the mind, dropping this film, so that the world disappears and only the light shines. And when the world appears, there are many false attachments, false identities, false enmeshments. And that creates suffering. So when Buddha discovered the Four Noble Truths, it is about suffering. What creates suffering and how we can come out of the suffering. So when we hold on to this root thought, the I thought, this I thought is very powerful. It is still a thought, but it is the basis for all other thoughts. It can dissolve all the thoughts, feelings, emotions. It is a very healing practice to stay with the I thought. For example, if we are going through a pain or fear or any difficult emotion, so when we ask this question, who is going through this fear? And the natural answer is, I am going through this fear. And then if we can hold on to this I thought, then the fear also dissolves. Eventually, if we can hold on to the I thought enough long, then the fear, initially the fear, we experience fully, and then it dissolves into the root thought. And the biggest fear we all carry is the fear of death. Because that death is a fact. It's a valid fact. No one can deny it. And it is the only thing that we all know that it happens for sure. We may not know what other events in our life will happen, will not happen, may not happen. But we can be very sure that death will happen because it is a fact of life. And there is a lot of fear because of our limited understanding. We fear death because we think that it is the end of life. We fear death because we see it as a painful process. We don't understand its significance. But many of our ancient cultures, they are rooted in a very profound understanding of death. Any culture which has a profound understanding of death will also have a profound understanding of life. Wherever death is honored, their life is also honored. For example, Tibetans, they consider death as a sacred event. And they consider this entire physical life as a preparation for the death. So they do not waste time. They consider it as a valuable time to do the sadhana, to practice, to have a glimpse of our true nature. If we can experience, have a glimpse of our eternal nature, of who we are, then this awareness will be carried into the moment of death. Because during the process of death, there is an opening, a beautiful opening. And in that moment of opening, who we are, the Tibetans call it as clear light. This clear light dawns. And if we can recognize this clear light, then we can easily ascend in the clear light.
I didn't get that. Could you try again?
We can easily ascend to that clear light. And how to recognize who we are, how to recognize this clear light during the moment of death. By, for example, if we are going to meet a stranger, first time we are going to meet one person, then we need some clues. How this person looks, where we are going to meet this person. We need perhaps a photograph or some hints, what color they are wearing, how they look, some description. So then it is possible to identify that person. Without any clues or hints, it is very difficult. We will miss the opportunity. Even if we go there to the same location, we will miss the opportunity to meet that person. Similarly, during death, in that moment of opening, to recognize this clear light, we need to develop some familiarity with it. Then we can recognize it. Otherwise, we will miss a golden opportunity. So death is called a profound moment for that very reason. If we develop that acquaintance, that familiarity, that knowing of who we are during this lifetime, then we are doing a great favor to ourselves. During the moment of death, it becomes a joyful process that we can truly enjoy that opening, and we can truly recognize the clear light, and we ascend towards it. And then we let go of all the baggage, all the past samskaras that we are carrying. Everything will be dissolved when we ascend to the clear light. And then birth becomes a choice. We choose what kind of birth we want, if we want to be reborn again or not. Otherwise, if we cannot recognize the clear light, what the Tibetan text says, we are pulled by the gravity of our karmic samskaras into a next life. And the next birth will most likely be a continuation of the present life. Similar situations, similar patterns, similar problems, similar challenges, similar lessons. And it is a slow process of evolution. It may take many incarnation cycles. But if we recognize in this moment of death, this pure consciousness, this clear light that is dawning on us, it is compared to, there is a beautiful term called mother luminosity. It is considered as mother, this clear light. And the journey of this individual soul towards the clear light is compared to a baby running towards the mother with so much of joy. It wants to reach to the mother and receive the mother's hug, the mother's love. And it's a beautiful union. So death then becomes an opportunity to reach new heights of awareness, new heights of consciousness, to reach this mother luminosity. For a moment, if we experience it, it is very healing. And it is also possible to experience this while we are in this body. We need not go through the death process. There is no hurry to be reaching there. When we are alive in this physical body, we can do the practice. We can do everyday sadhana with the utmost sincerity. It can be any path. It can be the path of meditation, the path of self-inquiry, the path of karma yoga. All paths lead to the same destination. But when we are seeking with utmost sincerity, I want to know who I am. So that becomes our priority in life, knowing who we are. And then we are not caught up in things that are not essential. So most of our life revolves around mundane things and things that may not be truly essential for our spiritual evolution. And death is such a beautiful tool that when we remember death, then it cuts through all the illusions. It cuts through all non-essential aspects of our life. And we bring our awareness back to this moment and we sit and practice, because sooner or later death is approaching and we need to know who we are, because that is the purpose of our human existence. Only human beings have this rarest opportunity to know who we are, to come in touch with our true essence as pure consciousness. In Viveka Chudamani, Adi Shankara said a beautiful sloka. In that, he says, this human birth is the rarest of all births. It's very rare to get a human body. It's not easy. So many incarnations as minerals, as plants, as animals, and so many lessons, survival lessons we have to learn. And only after that, we graduate to the human body. It's very rare. And in that, having a healthy human body is even more rare. And in that, having this inclination to know who we are is even more rarer. This thirst, this quest, who am I, is very rare. And
Okay,
in that, getting a teacher, a guru, an enlightened master, getting directly a wisdom from a master, getting their presence is even more rarer. And if we have all of these, and if we are not dedicating our life to the spiritual practice, then this human life is wasted. This is what Adi Shankara told. So he is bringing the importance of this very moment, this lifetime. We should not waste it in unnecessary things. It is important to be in the samsara. It is important to go through all the experiences of life, all the emotions of life. Yet we need to keep in mind that our utmost responsibility is towards our self-realization, knowing who we are. And meditation that is the sole purpose of meditation. There are many healing benefits. Those are all side effects of meditation. But the purpose of meditation or any spiritual practice is going inwards, becoming antarmukha. Most of the time we are bahyamukha, where our consciousness is projected outwards. And then the outer world manifests, and all the suffering, pain, pleasure, joy, all the dualities start playing. And we become enmeshed in those dualities, and we become lost. So the right way is to retreat into yourself, becoming antarmukha. We need to have a dedicated time for retreating into our true self. And when we become antarmukha, we face several layers of our inner world. We have to pass through them. Sometimes they can be painful. That's why many people resist meditation, because those layers are very painful sometimes. They are coming from conditioning from the childhood, or wounds from the childhood, or even wounds from womb stage or from the past lives. And meditation is a deconditioning process, is an unlearning process. And when we become antarmukha, this deconditioning starts, the unlearning starts, and then we reach to deeper and deeper layers till we touch the core of our existence. That is who we are. So friends, with this, I would like to open the forum for any questions or sharing or comments. And and then we can go through a short meditation, or we can do the meditation first and we can take the questions at the end.
Sure, Kiran Garu. So whatever the way you feel like is, should we
So
take the questions or meditations?
we will do a short meditation now.
Yeah. Sure.
Let us close our eyes. And we will take the questions after the meditation. Let us be aware that we are conscious of the external world. There is this awareness of our body. There is this awareness of the room that you are in. There is this awareness of this moment, this present moment. Just be with this awareness. If there are thoughts that are coming in between, just let it be and come back to this awareness that you are aware. Let us become antarmukha, drawing our awareness inward. Among all the thoughts, the I am thought is the root thought. Just be with this root thought, I am. I am not this physical body. I am not these five senses. I am not the mind. Just be with the thought I am. There's nothing to do, nowhere to go. Just be with this I am thought. Any auxiliary thoughts, secondary thoughts that are coming, ask this question. To whom these thoughts are coming? Again, come back to this I am thought. These thoughts are coming to me, I am. Let all the thoughts dissolve into the root thought, the I am thought. Just stay with this I am thought. Now, let us ask this question. Who am I? There is no need to move into the answer. Just be with the question. Who am I? Just be with this question more and more. Bring all your attention to this question. As you breathe in, breathe out, be with this question, who am I? Just bring all the awareness to this one question, who am I? Let the natural radiance of your true self shine who we are is this natural state, which is like thousand suns rising at the same time, full of light, full of wisdom, full of compassion, full of love, radiating in all directions. Just allow yourself to be this pure consciousness, this pure awareness, not as a body, not as a mind, not as a thought, but as pure awareness. Just allow yourself to be with this clear light, the light without light. As pure awareness, you are continuously expanding into this vast, infinite, clear light, merging into this clear light, becoming one with it. Just be there. Any thoughts, feelings, sensations you are experiencing, just observe and bring your attention back to this pure consciousness, pure awareness that is merging and becoming one with the clear light, continuously expanding. Just be there in this state of oneness, where you are one with this clear light, where you are merged, where you are completely merging and becoming one, and allowing yourself to further expand. From this state of oneness, from this state of pure consciousness, allow yourself to become aware of your breath, your in breath and your out breath. Slowly become aware of your body, that you are having this body. This body is an instrument It's a sacred vehicle. Become aware of your mind, the collection of thoughts. Your mind is also a sacred tool to carry the day-to-day activities. Now bring your awareness to all your relationships in your life. Bring your awareness to all the roles and identities. As pure awareness, as pure consciousness, you are here to just observe this play of life. It's a beautiful play. Just be an observer and observe the play of your life. And slowly allow yourself to come back to the waking state. With this knowing in your heart, this lightness in your heart, with this feeling of expansion in your heart, and whenever you are ready, you can slowly rub your hands, place your fingertips on your eyes, and slowly open your eyes. Feeling deeply rejuvenated, feeling deeply relaxed. With this new understanding about who you are, when you are ready, you can ask any questions or share any experience. You are welcome to share your experience or ask any questions.
Thank you, Master. So the meditation was amazing, very in depth, and the talk as well. With the grace you spoke, I'm sure many of us visualized Mother luminosity as you speak. So when you were speaking, at the same time, we felt like we are guiding. And you have mentioned very important point that spirituality doesn't mean that escaping from roles and responsibility. Spirituality doesn't exist outside. And you mentioned that you stressed upon that importance to be in samsara and going antarmukha and to realize, the self being in samsara. And the way you concluded the purpose of meditation is really amazing. And about Tibetans, the way they take the death and their culture, wherever death is honored, that their life is also honored. And we have to develop that relationship with that clear light, what we may call it as death, the acquaintance with that clear light. In that state, all the vasanas and impressions will dissolve, and we can choose whether to burn or not. So very nicely mentioned. And without any delay, I would like to, open the forum for the people to ask the question. Can see, yeah, please, whoever wants to ask any questions, please raise your hand, or maybe let me just, yeah, raising hand will be better. I will also change the settings to unmute yourself. Yeah, go for it. Yeah.
Thank you so much, Master Kiran. So such a
Namaste.
wonderful, enlightening session, sir. Thought-provoking session. Everyone should question this, who am I? And you mentioned the sole purpose of meditation is to just know who we are. And also you said like we have to retreat ourselves all the time. We have to go within. We have to connect with our own inner light. So wonderful, and the meditation is so amazing. Thanks a lot. Thank you so much.
Thank you, madam.
Hello, sir. This is Archana.
Hi,
Can I
Archana.
read?
Hi, Archana
Uh,
ji. Yeah, I can hear you.
yeah, thank you, sir. Sir, I have a doubt that I really want to practice and progress on the path of spirituality, but I found multiple enemies in me, like the pramada, alasya, and my mind is somehow as if it stops me for stepping into the field of spirituality and it pulls me back, which is really bothering me, sir, and which really brings lots of guilt in me and helplessness in me. Please guide.
So you put in a beautiful word, multiple enemies in me.
Yeah,
So those are
yeah,
also part of you. And it is an integral process. It is not to be denied. Whatever is you are going through, it is also part, you are already on the spiritual path. Because this experience is a integral part of meditation. So whatever is resisting within you, whatever is trying to stop you from meditating, just be with that. Just allow it, acknowledge it, honor it, and tell that part of you which is resisting that I see you, I acknowledge you. Because the more you resist it, the more it strengthens and it will try to bring you out of meditation. That is the very nature of our mind. It wants its own survival and it doesn't want to be emptied. So it starts fighting. So the right way is to acknowledge everything. Whatever is resisting, acknowledge it and tell that I see you. I see you now. I acknowledge you. And then it loosens. And you have to persist on this path. And you have to create a rhythm. Do meditation at the same time every day. And this mental body, it will be anchored with this rhythm. Once you find that anchor in a rhythm, then it is easy to continue the meditation. It will be much easier on you if you follow a rhythm. Because the very nature of mind is anti-rhythm. It is ad hoc, it goes everywhere. So regular practice is so essential. Consistent practice is so essential. That's why we recommend 21 days of meditation or 40 days of meditation. Even this program is a 40-day program. Every day happening at the same time, because it creates a beautiful rhythm. When we do one activity for 40 days at the same time. So I request you to continue meditation and don't see your mind as a hindrance. Rather, it is also part of the practice. So acknowledge it.
Thank you, sir.
Welcome, madam.
Thank you, Archana. Yes, friends, I see so many experiences that you are sharing. Dakshaji and Netraji. Okay, is there a question? Thank you for the great knowledge shared. And what is the time to meditate and how long we need to do it as a newcomer to achieve great results? Thank you.
So the best time, there is no best time to meditate. Any time is good, but our consciousness is very fresh just after waking up. And it is also fresh when we are ready to go to bed, because those are the moments of transition. So it is best to meditate as soon as we wake up or just before going to bed. And how long we need to meditate. And the golden rule that Brahmarshi Patriji gave us is to meditate for those many minutes as your age. Like I am 45 and so I meditate for 45 minutes. You can do even more, but for a beginner, it is best to start with this rule. Meditate for those many minutes as your age. And slowly you can increase the duration. And when you increase the duration, you can go up to 3 hours per day. And more than that is not essential. And when you are doing even more than 3 hours, then you need a enlightened teacher guiding you, because it is an intense deconditioning process and you are trying to speed up the deconditioning process. So it's best to take some guidance. So otherwise, it is good to meditate. 1 hour is also good for everyone. Anyone can do 1 hour of meditation. And the results depend not on the duration of the meditation, but on the consistency, more on the consistency of your practice. So even if you are meditating for 15 minutes or 20 minutes a day, minimum is 20 minutes. If you are meditating for 20 minutes a day, but you are doing consistently every day, then you will see tremendous benefit, tremendous growth. Not in one day, but over a period of time, you will see the results.
Thank you.
Thank you for your question.
There are quite a few new members also. And they are really very interested to learn and to more about the different topics, different wisdoms. They're very keen to learn. And thank you, Netraji, for asking that, because it will help other new members as well in this group. Thank you. Yes, Dakshaji, you want to talk? Dakshaji, you want to talk? No? No. Okay. Yeah.
It's okay. I will speak as the opportunity comes.
Yeah.
Am I audible?
Yes, you are.
Yeah, I am speechless. I thoroughly enjoy the session, and it's like the soul recognizes the wisdom, and there's always so much more that unfolds. It's like the consciousness of I, the soul, is so vast, and just hearing this wisdom on a regular basis is really kind of enhancing that I am on this evolution process, and we're in it together, growing and learning. And I particularly like the simplicity in which the wisdom was shared today. It just resonates so naturally to everything that was said. And it's a matter of sometimes I feel I just want to meditate. But again, karma binds me. I cannot run away from it. I have to face it. The duality is part and parcel of life. And just all the assurances that I get really fills my heart, and just I'm deeply grateful to all of you and Master today as well.
Thank you. It's wonderful sharing your experience and profound words. Thank you.
Thank you, Dakshaji. Neelaji, I mean, you can ask even more clear if you want to unmute, but let me try to say, I'm getting more dreams than before in sleep in a different place and people. Is it linked? So it is not very clear. Question is, if you want to unmute, you can unmute and ask. So basically you are getting more dreams than before. So
Yes, hi, yes. I'm getting more dreams and in completely different people. I don't even, it's like different place, different people, different actions. But I really don't know who they are, or why I'm seeing that. I'm only noted to see that it's not frightening. It's really interesting. Oh, what kind of dream it is, something like that. Is it linked to the meditation? Is it more meditation? Because that one I can clearly recognize that the dream is slightly different to before. Before and all, I used to get the dreams related to current situation, like my work, my mom, like family, like that. Now I'm getting dreams like I'm completely unaware of those people, place, but I'm not frightened. I'm really enjoying it. It's very making me curious why I'm getting that. Thank you.
That's a beautiful question, Neelaji. When you start meditating, the deeper layers start surfacing. Previously, you used to get dreams about the current life situations. And now, after meditation, this unconscious and subconscious layers are opening up. So this subconscious mind is a repository of all memories from this entire lifetime and even childhood and then infancy and inside the mother's womb and then the past life memories. It's a repository of all these memories. So what happens is The sleep is the best time because when our conscious mind is not active, the subconscious can come to the surface. So his meditation is like activating the subconscious mind, and sleep is allowing the subconscious mind. So that's why meditation and dreams are closely interrelated. The dreaming process becomes intense after meditation when you start practicing meditation. So these could be dreams are very rich in rich language of the subconscious. So if you are getting dreams being in strange places with strange people or new people, then they could be your past life memories. That is one possibility. The other possibility is these people that you are seeing in the dreams, they represent your inner parts, your inner emotions. So in either way, in either case, what helps you is doing two things. One is just before going to bed, you do dream incubation, which means you ask your subconscious mind to give a meaningful healing dream. And also ask your subconscious mind that you should remember the dream when you wake up. And as soon as you wake up in the morning, the first thing you have to do is recollect this dream and journal the dream. So that is bringing the subconscious to the conscious. It's a healing process. Many times you will get a lot of insights from this dream as you write the dream, as you recollect it. And at the end, you ask the question, what this dream represents to me, what the various parts of this dream mean to me. If there is some insight, write it down. Otherwise, just leave it. And dream journaling is a very, very powerful healing process. We continue our journey in the dreams also. In the sleep also, the soul continues to grow and evolve. So there is so much healing that happens during sleep, during dreams. And we can take very good benefit of our sleep time by doing dream incubation, asking subconscious for a healing dream, and also as soon as we wake up, journaling the dream. You can practice these two things, Neelaji.
Thank you so much, sir. Thank you. That's a
Yes.
beautiful answer. Thank you.
You. Anybody else has any questions? If I have missed somewhere in the chat, please feel free to unmute yourself. Kavita Srini, yes.
Good evening, Master. Hello, Namaste, Master. Master, as I've started recently the meditation, and one of the thing what I do is like I was really suffering from, very sleeplessness. Most of the time, like I am awake until 1:30, and again like the morning I get up quite early. Now after this meditation, I feel my sleep is much better. So one thing what was the shortcut what I've done is I when I go to bed, I try to just keep away from thoughts and sleep. So is this good? Because as you said that meditation for more than 3 hours, it requires a master or somebody to be like as a guidance. So is that right? And Second thing is, just few weeks back, I had a dream that my brother-in-law is in hospital, he's unwell, something like that. Then I didn't want to break this to my husband. I thought, okay, this is just some kind of like a dream, and I left it. But actually, after 2 weeks, he had a stroke, and he was in hospital, and we came to know once only he got discharged. So, is this like a process, or is it the journey we come across like these things?
Yeah.
Just some clarity would be
Have
good.
many psychic abilities, and our nature is multidimensional. We are psychic beings, and we have many psychic abilities, the inner senses. So meditation awakens those psychic abilities, and it activates our third eye, which is the center of wisdom, the center of awareness. And from here, all our psychic abilities are awakened.
Mhm.
So, and dreaming is also a psychic ability. And in that, precognitive dreaming is also one psychic ability. So, you had a precognitive dream, okay, and there is nothing to do about it. You just tune to one possibility. Okay. And sometimes that may manifest or may not manifest. Okay. So, so if there is some message from the dream, if you can take it, then you have to ask this dream, what is the underlying message for me from this dream? And you have to act upon that.
Sure. Thank you, Master.
And about the first question, when you are doing, you said that you are doing more than 3 hours of meditation a day.
No. Sorry, Master, to correct it. I just do like half an hour. Then after we join the session, like 9 to 10, 1 hour I do that. And night, like while going to bed, before I listen something, and then like just whenever I fall asleep, I'll sleep. But now I try to like shut down everything. Just try to focus, like try to make my mind clear, and then like without any thoughts. So in that, I don't know, I very quickly go to sleep. So that's the way I feel like nowadays I'm sleeping for quite a long time.
Yeah, excellent. When we empty our mind, we get a relaxed sleep, because the sleep is also a rejuvenating experience for our soul. For the next day, we want to be very fresh and alert and awake, aware. So, so there is a process how to prepare ourselves to sleep. We should not just randomly fall asleep.
Sure.
We carry all the burden of the day into the night when we do that. And it takes a lot of time to process that during the sleep. And that sleep will become disturbed. And morning we cannot be fresh and energetic. So the right way to fall asleep is to empty our mind. So whatever we went through over the day, just let it go. Acknowledge all that, all those emotions, all those experiences, acknowledge them and let them go. And we have to come to our heart center before going to bed. So this is a beautiful tip. When we come to our heart center, just relax our heart center, feel this gentle love that is there in our heart, and feel that love, and then go to bed. And this will give a very deep and rejuvenated sleep.
Sure. Yeah. Thank you, Master. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Kavitaji, for this wonderful question.
Thank you. I see there is Archana. You want to talk one more time? You are unmuted.
Yes, sir.
You go first. Yeah.
Sir, 6 to 7 months back, I was advised by one of my friends to do the Anapanasati meditation. So I started doing the meditation. After 2, 3 days, I had so many visions during my meditation, and I saw the host and multiple people coming in my meditation and wanting to talk and connect with me. I was really scared with that identity crisis in me, that who am I actually, and why these people are trying to talk to me? What is this? Is it this some hallucination? Or I was unable to decode. And even after meditation throughout the day, I was so restless. My body used to shiver out of fear, as in what is happening to me. Maybe due to some energy which I was unable to retain. That due to that fear, I stopped doing Anapanasati meditation, sir. That what's wrong with me? What's happening? So kindly guide me so that I could again continue this meditation, sir.
How long do you meditate, Archanaji, every day?
Sir, I told you my mind resists me a lot. I keep on fighting, so I am not meditating these days. Fortunately, I got in touch with that group, and then today I meditated with you. I'm really feeling very light and happy from within. So I will do it from now onwards again.
Okay. And when you meditate, you have this experience of listening to
Yes,
strange
yes.
voices. Okay.
Even today also, when I was meditating, I had glimpses, flashes. I don't know what was it.
So there are two things that you need to understand. One is your our mental body is very volatile. Okay? And so this level of volatility will vary from person to person. So some people, for them, it is so volatile that as soon as they start closing their eyes, it will start going to far places, and it may also sometimes go to different astral zones. Okay. Some are not very good, where some dark astral zones, where there is fear, where there is pain and suffering. Okay. So it also depends on how fragmented our mental body is. Okay. So meditation is a process of unification. It brings together our all astral fragments, and it brings some sort of unity, wholeness within us. And till you reach that point, it takes time. So you need some anchoring and grounding, which means that you need connection with Mother Earth. When that happens, you will not go into these fearful places in meditation or after meditation. Okay. So what I recommend to you is barefoot walking. It's very good.
Oh, okay,
Walk
sir.
for 15 minutes a day on barefoot, touching the ground with your feet, treating it as a sacred process, just like meditation. With awareness, take every step, as if you are kissing Mother Earth with your feet, and feel that joy of walking on earth. And you do this every day for 15 minutes. You do this for 40 days, you will see a lot of shift in you. And you will be able to sit in meditation effortlessly after this.
Sure, sir.
And you can also practice touching trees. Okay. Feel the touch of the trees. That will also anchor you, ground you. These two
Which is
things.
so true, sir, because when I meditated and I had all these weird experiences, I shared the same thing to my friends, and they also suggested me that you start touching the ground, you start touching the Mother Earth. And when I touched the Mother Earth, I really felt energy which are accumulated are shifted to Mother Earth, and I was relaxed and happy. True, sir.
So continue doing that. And you can do that post meditation, and you can do that as a regular practice. You can do that as a meditation itself. It is called as mindful walking. Yeah, Archana, thank you for this question.
Thank you so much, sir.
There's a lot of questions, actually. Very informative session today, Kiran garu. Amazing. And I would take this last question. I never dream. I practice meditation. Is it okay not to have dreams?
It is perfectly okay not to have dreams, because dreams is one way of subconscious expressing itself. There are other ways. So it is not mandatory that everyone has to dream. Just go through your experience. If you are meditating, just meditate. And some people say that they are not getting any experiences in meditation. So not having any experience is also an experience. So that is emptiness. That is also an experience. So it is perfectly okay not to have any kind of experiences in meditation. And experiences are not the purpose of meditation. As we discussed, the purpose of meditation is to go within and discover who we are. And similarly, in the sleep, it's not mandatory to have any dreams, but you can ask your subconscious, you can experiment with your subconscious. Before going to bed, you can ask the subconscious to give you a healing dream and see what response you get. Because sometimes we resist dreams also. And when we ask the subconscious to give you a healing dream, you may get a dream. So it is also possible. So you can try asking the subconscious every night before going to bed, give me a healing dream, give me a healing experience during sleep.
Thank you. Thank you, Kiran garu. So what an amazing session today. Well, very informative, a lot of questions answered. And thank you for all the new members for raising these questions. Even maybe the regular meditators who are doing from past few months, maybe having these questions, but you raising these questions kind of, I think, clarified for everyone. Thank you for raising such wonderful questions, and thank you for answering them very beautifully, very nicely. Acharya Kiran ji, thank you. So he's called as, in QLA, in Quantum Life University. So he's an Acharya there. So if you want to just know about Quantum Life University, you can Google it. You will find out. It's world first, proposed spiritual science kind of university. So you can go through about it. Yeah, thank you. Thank you. Such an amazing session today. So amazing. And it's already, I think, for you, 4:10 now there, early morning. So you started at 2:30. Thank you for your,
It's amazing to see the enthusiasm of this group and amazing group energy I could sense during the meditation, because there is utmost sincerity to know. That's what I sensed in this group. And this is a beautiful work that the UK team, UK Sangha is doing, has taken up. And I congratulate all of you for doing this profound wisdom series on death, and which is least acknowledged in this modern world. And you have taken up that. It's very challenging thing to do this. And I congratulate all of you. And all the best to each one of you in your spiritual exploration, in your inner journeys. And I hope our paths will cross and we will meet again and share again. Thank you, Raviji.
Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you. Thanks to the entire team for inviting me here and being part of you. Thank you. Thank you so much.
Thank you. We would like to have you again, on this forum. So you could see how interested many people are in knowing the wisdom. We definitely want you to have more sessions, take more sessions on this platform. Thank you. Thank you, Kiran. Okay, friends. Okay, I think I'm sure this is like a very informative session today for all of you. Let us meet again tomorrow at the same time with one other master talking about the same topic but in a different perspective, different wisdom. Thank you, and we'll meet again tomorrow. Thank you. Thank you, Kiran Garu. Good night, everyone.
Good night.